Good day, sir.
We
We are
Group
Group C.
and my name is Henry G. Dominisak.
And I am Christian Kate B. Mansakunan.
And I am Kenneth George V. Dongog.
I am John Christian Rosiana.
I am Angelo Zamorano.
This is our report about Part B steering and sailing rules.
A. Proper lookout. A proper lookout is one of the most important responsibilities of every vessel at sea. According to the international regulations for preventing collision of ship at sea, COLREGS, every ship must maintain a proper lookout, sights, hearing, and all available means appropriate to the situation. This includes using binoculars, radar, radio communication, and observing lights, sounds, and movements of nearby vessels. The main purpose of a proper lookout is to assess the situation and determine if there is any danger or risk of collision. The officer on watch and crew members assigned as lookout must stay alert at all times. They should continuously monitor weather conditions, sea states, traffic density, and navigational hazard. During poor visibility, such as fog, rain, or nighttime navigation, maintaining a proper lookout becomes even more important. Failure to keep a proper lookout can lead to accident, collisions, grounding, or loss of life at sea. Ang pasabot sa proper lookout, sir, kay ang proper lookout nagpasabot nga ang mga tao sa barko, sir, kinahanglan pirmi magbinantayon o magmatngon samtang nagdaggan ang barko, sir. O importante kayo ang proper lookout, sir, aron malikayan ang mga bangga o aksidente sa dagat.
Safe speed. Safe speed means operating a vessel at speed that allows proper or very effective action to avoid collision and stop with him an appropriate distance. Under COLREGS, every vessel must proceed at a safe speed at all times. The speed of the ship should depend on the prevailing circumstance and conditions of the sea. Safe speed is important because it gives the vessel enough time to react to damage and avoid accident. Several factors affect safe speed. Those include visibility, traffic, density, water condition, sea state, wind, current, and the maneuverability of the vessel. It crowded water during poor visibility. Vessel and expected to reduce speed for safety. Larger ships usually required a greater stopping distance. They must carefully control their speed. Radar equipment and navigation technology may also influence decisions regarding safe speed, sir. Kinahanglan yun sa usa ka barko na naatay safe speed, sir, kay tungod sa di wa man ta kabalo sa panahon if sakwan ang dagat ba is kusog ba kay on current or dili. So kinahanglan gid na nga makatuon ta kung unsaon pag padagan sa usa ka barko panahon sa nay kalamidad, sir. So sa colleagues is kanang ginatuon yun na kanang need yun na to mahibal-an ang usa ka kusog ang dagan sa barko, sir. And that's
C. Conditions for risk of collision exist. Risk of collision exists when two vessels are approaching each other in such a way that their movements may lead to an accident. Under colleagues, mariners must carefully determine whether or a risk of collisions exists and take early action to avoid danger. Our common indication of collision risk is when the compass bearing of another vessel remains constant while the distance between the vessels decrease. This means the vessels are on crossing paths and may collide if no reaction is taken. Officers on watch use various methods to determine collisions risk, including visual observation radar plotting and automatic radar plotting. These tools help monitor the speed, direction, and movement of nearby vessels. Even when there is uncertainty, mariners are required to assume that risk of collision exists and act accordingly. Early detection is very important because delayed action may reduce the effectiveness of maneuvers.
Conduct of vessel navigating in narrow channel or traffic separation scheme. When navigation in a narrow channel or traffic separation scheme, vessel must follow specific rules to maintain order and safety. According to colleagues, a vessel proceeding along narrow channel should keep near to the outer limit of the channel so starboard side as if safe and practicable. The rule helps organize traffic flow and reduce the risk of collision between vessels moving in opposite direction. Small vessels, fishing vessels, and sailing vessels should not obstruct target ships that can safety navigation only within the channel. Large vessels often have limit maneuverability and require more space to trim or stop. Therefore, smaller vessels must exercise caution and give way when necessary. Overtaking in narrow channels should also be done carefully and only when safe.
In a traffic separation scheme, vessel must navigate within a appropriate traffic line and follow the general directions of traffic flow. Crossing the traffic line should be avoided unless the necessary, and when the crossing is required, it should be done at the right angle. These systems are designed to separate opposing streams of traffic and improve the safety in the busy waterways. Following this rule help prevent collisions, ensure the smooth navigations, and promote safety for the all vessels operating at a sea. ang traffic separation scheme kay sistema sa dagat nga nagtabang sa mga barko nga musunod sa sakto nga dalan o line aron malikayin ang bangga. Kinahanglan musunod ang barko sa direksyon sa traffic flow. Kung motabog sa laing line, kailangan ginibuhaton sa right angle. Kini ang sistema nagpayo sa kalawasan o tarong nga paglayag sa dagat. Sakto nga paglayag sa dagat.